Okay, it's the 19th. It's 3:10. I'm starving. I am about to eat. Just got home, but I'm going to show you if you saw me wearing this before versus now. Plus, I don't have the pretty little blue shirt I wore with it because it's 2 sizes too big. And so now we are nice and long. It's actually long. I don't even have to wear this with it, but this, it's all totally different on me now. Like, this is all loose, and I went down 2 sizes in the tank top. Okay, 8 ounces of my ham. Now it is time to eat. Thing is getting done this year like I wanted. There's kittens, like I said, in the grill shack, so I can't finish it. Dino's afraid that the paint smell would make them sick. I have put them in a carry thing. Technically it's a carry litter box, but it's big and I can carry them. And I'm really debating, once I get my porch rearranged and cleaned up, moving them on the porch for a few days so I can finish the grill shack. Also, trying to water. I put Epsom salts down, and I'm hoping everything is just really thirsty. Even though we've had a billion pounds of rain, it is like in the hundreds. So next year I'm going to redo all the soil over here. Maybe make these beds taller. I haven't decided, because I did realize that the ones I planted in over 2 feet deep of dirt is doing way better. But this area did amazing last year, but not this year. I need to amend the soil. I need to get new ones. I need to put fertilizer. Every year I learn something different, I swear. Last year my cucumbers were the best in the world. The year before my tomatoes were amazing. This year I don't know what's what. So we will see. But everything just looks... This area was huge last year. It was already up above my head. But not this year. It's not growing. I'm getting my steps in because I am walking. I'm probably getting sunburned too. I'm walking from that side to this side to that side, this side, and around my watering. Some I'm having to do by hand. Other I am sitting down my thing at the base and switching back and forth. It's just, there's too much to water. So it's the only way I can do it. And I can't just do a sprinkler because I don't want the tomato leaves to get wet. I'm trying to not get blight. It's pretty in here though. This is my favorite. I can't wait to do the other one. It's going to be so gorgeous, the other one I'm going to make. It's going to be small. It's not going to be big like this one. But I'm already making plans for it because this, I can control the sunlight. I think one of the problems on this side over here is the sun. Can't control it. I think it's fry in it. This is the area I plan on doing the little one in. I forgot to film at 11 o'clock today that I had 11 ounces of my ham. Or 8 ounces, sorry. I just did 11 ounces of watermelon. Alright, so this, for my whole day so far, including my light cream that I put in my morning coffee, and everything inside this bowl, which is 2 different kind of plums, strawberries, blackberries, and watermelon, comes to 68 total carbs, 700 and something calories. My fat should be about 12, to be honest, because of my light cream. I'll look it up in a second. But yeah, we'll discuss after I eat. Okay, it ended. Yes, I'm very, very red. I have been outside working at the pool. I cannot. Yeah, I'm probably all burned. I can't get it to go green. Oh, I've tried everything. Fallout. So I did try Fallout. I have read the comment. I just haven't commented back yet. I have used Fallout multiple times. I have done Algicide multiple times. I have done everything the pool place said, and they can't figure out why I won't turn normal. So I just went on YouTube, and this guy said what my dad said. My dad said to use a different thing other than what I used because I couldn't find what my dad was been saying this whole time. They don't make it anymore. So I just put 3 times the amount of shock in it you're supposed to. And a whole bottle of Algicide in there. And I have some clarifier to try tomorrow. But yeah, so I am dead. I'm dead. And y'all, I can't believe how much I've been doing out here in this heat. Oh, Taki's in there with her babies. I don't want to disturb them, but y'all, there's one that looks like praline. So cute. Not Taki, Matilda. Taki got in trouble. She ran away with her babies yesterday, but she just brought them back. But my mother got onto her for taking the babies off, and they are starving. My mom hates that. She hates when Taki comes back and eats. Don't bring the babies, and when they come back, they are starving to death. It is 7:30, and I'm actually hungry tonight. So I am having some no salt turkey, low sodium ham, and some roast beef, and a little bit of boar's head, 50% less sodium with pink Himalayan salt. So it's the better kind, at least for my body. And I was going to deny myself and not have anything else to eat, but I'm like, let's don't do that. The last thing I want my body to do is think I'm starving it. It is almost midnight, and I was just running through the house chasing the cats for like 30 minutes straight. Literally. And we went for a walk outside. So I don't know. I believe it's a combination of the full vitamin spectrum, B12, B3, B1, B6, I think 3 is the niacin, I'm not sure, and the folate, I am taking them all in drop form, so there's no additives. The only additive is stevia in there. Tastes like crap, but it's the only way I can take it without any reaction, and you get the full entire dose, your full day. So whatever you eat just adds on to it. Also, all the fruits I've been eating is anti-inflammatory, because this is the first time since before I got the C word the very first time in 2020 that my inflammation, like my pain from my fibromyalgia, and the weird long C word that I got from the Delta version, January 2022, where I got this excruciating bone pain where it feels like someone's crushing my bones 24/7. So this is the first time that both of those issues seems to be gone. I know they're not gone, but seems to be like, instead of it being a plus 10 24/7 where it takes all my energy just to do anything, and because I'm in so much pain, to now it's like a 4 to a 5, which is nothing compared to what I normally live with. Okay, literally, I walk around with a broken bone and don't even know it. Okay, some of y'all have asked me, multiple ones have asked me, and I have not gotten to all the comments, what was the diagnosis with my foot. I do not know, because as you can, I told you I was running, which means, and I've been walking, and I spent 2 hours this evening on the lawnmower. I'm kind of deaf right now because I was stupid and I didn't wear anything on my ears, mowing 7 acres of the yard, and I came in very choked up. I should have had a reaction from my mast cell, and I didn't, because it was very dry. I'm talking about tons of grass blowing, tons and tons of dirt, and I'm driving through it hacking the whole entire time. When I came in at first, I was very stopped up. It was hours ago, but we're having a lot of issues with ticks, and I needed to do it. Dina was going to use a pusher mower. My mom forgot to charge the battery. She don't trust me to charge it correctly. She thinks I'm 2. She still treats me like a little child. And she didn't charge it, so there was none to use. So I got on the riding lawnmower. One, it's very complicated. It's a John Deere. It's very complicated. There's multiple steps. Even my dad, who owns the stupid thing and used it a billion times, forgets how to do it. I have a photographic memory when it comes to certain stuff. I read how to do it months ago, and I can remember all 8 steps of cranking it, dropping it, lifting it, I can remember all of it. So it's just easier. Plus, I know where my dad's ham radio cord is, a very, very expensive wire that runs through the yard. I know where it is. It's hidden under grass, and you cannot mow near that area or you will chop it to shreds, and it's thousands of dollars, right? So we do not want to run that over. My mom also has grapevines that's on the ground. It's never produced grapes though. Then she's got trees and things in different places that are little still. I know where everything is. I know where the septic hood, like little things are, whatever it's called, openings. I know where not to mow. I've lived here all my life almost, so it's just easier for me to do it because I can remember everything. So I was out there, I would have gone longer, even it was dark. It started to get dark. I didn't know it had lights. No one ever told me it had lights, and I never paid attention, and I've never mowed in the dark. So I was like, okay, I have sunglasses on. It is almost pitch black. I cannot see anymore. If I run one of my dad's trees over, he's going to freak out on me because he grows trees. Like he lets them grow themselves, and they're short needle pines, and you don't dare mess with one of his short needle pines. It doesn't matter if there's 500 on top of each other. He will lose his mind. But anyways, my mom comes out there and she's like, aren't you out of gas? I'm like, no, I have a tank. And she's like, are you mowing your father's trees down? I'm like, no, I swear, I know better to go near those trees. Because I was in the area, he was trying to grow trees. Well, he was trying to grow those trees almost 5 years ago. They're huge. They're way above me. There's no way to run those over. And no more has grown out there. They haven't dropped and grown any extra ones. I knew it. And yeah. So after that, I came inside, took a long shower, drank water. Also, I'm down to only 1 and 2 coffees a day. Maybe because I took the butter out of it. I have no desire to drink coffee. When I wake up, I do. And I put my light cream in there. I put anywhere between 2 and 3 tablespoons. So it's either 6 or 9 fat grams. And that's 30 calories a tablespoon, if you're wondering. So 90 at the most. Usually 60 though. And remember, my coffees were 3 to 500 usually, because I couldn't get enough food in me to keep my calories high. But all of a sudden I can eat food again. My stomach's allowing me to eat food. I don't die in pain. I'm able to process food all of a sudden. I'm also going to the bathroom every day like a normal person finally. I really think it's the watermelon. Because watermelon has always been like, watermelon grapes used to do that to me. They would feed me a lot of watermelon grapes as a kid to try to help me go. Nothing else ever worked. But I can't have grapes. Well, since my MCAS off, at least it had, and they're really high in sugar for me, and it would be really hard to only stop at a certain number. I can stop really easy on the things I'm eating at the numbers I have chosen to do. Grapes is a little more difficult. It's like a bag of chips for some people. Well, grapes is my bag of chips. So I just don't go near it. I think it's just best I stay away from the grapes right now. Plus they're dangerous to the cats. So Dino made a rule. Anything that can kill the cats can't come in the house. So we don't use onions. We don't use garlic. We don't bring in anything that can kill the cats, which is peaches, grapes, chocolate isn't in the house. There's a list of stuff. Anything with what's that stuff called? The fake sugar, xylitol, like nothing with xylitol comes in the house. Different things like that. So I don't know if it's the fruit or the vitamins that has made me extremely hyper. I am going to start taking my vitamin B's in the morning though, because within an hour or two after taking them, I'm like a rocket ship. But I also will be asleep probably in 30 minutes with no problem, because I get this super charge after taking it for hours. For hours. Just like after I eat my fruit, they don't make me sleepy. They give me energy. Okay, it's not like when I eat bread or potatoes or any other kind of carbs, alright? Those would make me sleepy and normally raise my blood. Starchy. Anything starchy made me sleepy. Anything that's not starchy is seeming not to make me sleepy. Now, tomorrow's hamburger day, okay? So tomorrow will be my more fats and less carbs. We'll see how many fats, because I want to eat it with butter and cheese. So we'll see what I get to tomorrow. Then, hi JJ, honey. Want to come say hello to the internet? You just came in here. No? Okay. Well, he slept with mommy last night. He's been a daddy's boy. He also has to get fixed because, let's just say, he thinks blankets are girls. And we've had to do some laundry. But he's not spraying, thank God. He is not spraying. But, I got distracted. My ADHD is a little wild because I'm so hyper. And it could be because I'm not having the coffee on the hyper part. But I have no desire to have the coffee. Normally I want it. I crave it. I need it. And now I just want my morning one. And if I'm going to be out for hours and I'm not going to be eating at the time, because I like to eat around 2, 3 o'clock. If I'm not going to be home during that time, I'm bringing an extra one with me. But yeah, today was only one. Yesterday I think was 1.5. The day before that was 1. So my calorie intake, I'm having to increase elsewhere. Like today was a very low one because it was just the deli meat and the, fruit and stuff. So I think it was around 1,000 something. But tomorrow's will definitely be higher because each burger with the cheese together and a butter, let's see, that'll add 200, and they're about 600 a piece, and I'm having at least 2 to 3. So tomorrow will be a very high calorie day because I am doing the whole let's keep my body guessing, meaning it's okay if I have low calorie days, because on other days I'll have 3,000 calories, it'll be fine, and then other days will be those are the high fat days, and then vice versa, blah blah blah. And because I'm craving red meat so bad, so that will be what we're having tomorrow, some burgers on the grill, and I'm so excited. Also I had to do one of those Cologuard things because of my age, blah blah blah. I don't know if mine's gonna come back right. I sent them both in today because we had physicals, but after I packed it up and sent it off, it said if it's that time of the month, don't use it. But I also was told it had to go back this week, and I have an IUD, so I spot sometimes, and that's what happened today. And I was like, crap, did it happen like when I did that sample, because I'll mess it up, because I never know what's gonna happen. That's the bad thing about an IUD. Good thing is you really don't never have periods, but the bad thing is you'll spot every once in a while and be like, oh no, something bit me the other day and it's so itchy. I don't know what it was. Thumper's asleep in the chair. I was gonna tell you something else. my mind has really gone blank. I'm also in the middle of redoing my porch because the roof decided to leak and destroy some of my vinyl flooring I had put on there, and we are still trying to figure out how to fix it because obviously where it's leaking isn't actually where it's leaking. That might be where it's pouring in on the porch, but Dino has fixed that whole area for like 12 plus feet away. There's no way water is getting on that side, so it must be somewhere else down the line, and maybe the porch is a little slanty that way and we don't know it. So, but it destroyed the vinyl. Also, my very expensive loving griddle decided to leak oil, like the bacon grease everywhere, and it's not up at the trap. I don't know where it's leaking from. So it is a horrifying mess because it's been leaking for a long time in the area underneath thing inside and on the porch, and I didn't see it because of the way I had it put back there. So I've been scrubbing it down because I can't use the Dawn spray, which would be perfect for it. Plus, because I didn't use it for the last 3 weeks because it had been raining every day, and I couldn't turn my electricity on because of the porch leaking, and I was afraid to, like, if there's water, I don't want to turn the lights on. And then on top of it, the humidity got to it, so now I have to re-season it. It has rusty areas on it, so I have to scrub it down and re-season it. I have a lot to do before Wednesday, so I have that to do. And like I said, I tore my porch apart because I got to get the vinyl off. It is really messed up from the rain, and I smell a musty smell, which means there's mold growing on it. And until we get that area, figure out how to stop it from leaking, I am just pulling out the vinyl in that area and not going to replace it until later in the future once we get it all completely fixed. And I think I'm rearranging where the kitchen area of my porch is anyways to give myself more space. Even though that is my favorite setup for looks, I really need more space. So I was buying a special toolbox countertop thing for back on the porch, which I'm not sure if I'm going to buy now because it's the same cost that's going to cost me to fix JJ. So I wish I could get all the cap fixed, but it's not that easy. You have to around here. There's not even a cheap vet that will fix them without all their shots. All their shots have to be up to date, and you have to take them to the vet to get all those shots, and it's about $300 just for that alone. And then the closest cheap place, which is like $75, is an hour away. So that's $400 basically, plus you gotta drive, drop them off, come home, go back 7 hours later and pick them up, come home, and that's like 4 hours driving that day. And the place down the street where they will do all his shots during the procedure, like they did with praline, plus they actually give them pain medicine, and they do a lot of other stuff too during the process, unlike the other one that does not. Like it's a whole list of stuff that they'll give them IVs. The other place don't give them IVs. It's only $100 difference, and it's 3 miles down the road. 3 miles. So I'm like, no, I'll pay that $100 difference because that's stupid. That is ridiculous. Plus that's less appointments to have to go back and forth to. But like I said, same price as the toolbox. But on the bright side, Praline finally has someone to play with, and they're all, because they're both playing and going crazy, my big giant fat cats that I do not feed at all, but they got fixed right away when they were younger, and they were always inside, that they are just huge, and they eat so little bit compared to the outside cats. But they're actually exhausted right now because they have been playing when they normally don't. So hopefully JJ will continue to be that way once he's fixed. But I am going to shut up now because I've been running my mouth for like 18 minutes. But now I finally have enough video to put together. So yeah. Now I'm actually getting sleepy. My calories for the day is only 600 so far. I gotta put this in my macros.